Bruce, thank you for accepting my invitation to Coruscant. The journey from Earth must have been exhausting. How are things back home? I heard Gotham had another incident with the Joker last month. Your reputation has spread even to our corner of the galaxy. The Council speaks highly of your methods, though some find them controversial. How's your family doing?
The trip was fine. Your pilot made it comfortable. Gotham's stable for now, which usually means trouble is brewing. Robin's training well. Alfred sends his regards. He's curious about your temple's architecture. Your council's opinion doesn't concern me much. I do what works. But you didn't bring me across the galaxy to discuss my family or Gotham's problems. What's this really about, Mace?
I wanted to discuss something that's been troubling the Council. Your use of fear as a primary tool. You've built your entire approach around making criminals afraid of the darkness of the bat symbol. It works, clearly. Gotham's crime rates dropped significantly since you started. But fear is a dangerous tool. It can consume the person wielding it as much as the target. I've seen it happen.
Fear is a tool like any other. A hammer can build houses or break bones, depends on who's holding it. I use fear because criminals are a superstitious and cowardly lot. They respond to fear better than reason. When a mugger sees the bat signal or hears stories about the Batman, they think twice. That hesitation saves lives. I control the fear. It doesn't control me.
But where's the line between using fear and becoming what you're fighting against? The criminals you stop use fear to control victims. Protection rackets, threats, intimidation. You're using the same weapon they do, just pointing it in a different direction. Some on the Council worry that method and motivation eventually blur together. The tool shapes the hand that holds it over time, Bruce.
The difference is intent and restraint. Criminals use fear for personal gain, to exploit and harm. I use it to protect. I could kill criminals easily, but I don't. That line is what separates me from them. Fear is my weapon because I refuse to use worse ones. Would you prefer I use guns? Permanent solutions. Fear leaves them alive to change, even if most don't take that opportunity.
Your restraint is admirable and important, but I've trained warriors for decades. I've seen how fighting shapes people. You spend every night in darkness, using fear and intimidation. You dress as a creature of nightmares. That's not just a costume, it's becoming part of who you are. The mask and the man merge. Do you still remember who Bruce Wayne is without the cape?
Bruce Wayne is the mask I wear during the day. Batman is who I really am now. That transformation happened the night my parents died in that alley. I chose fear as my tool because fear chose me first. I was a terrified child watching his parents murdered. I turned that fear outward, weaponized it. It's personal, yes, but that doesn't make it wrong or uncontrolled.
Personal motivation is exactly what concerns me. You're driven by childhood trauma, by that moment in the alley. Trauma is powerful fuel but dangerous foundation. In my order, we teach that personal attachment and emotion lead down dark paths. Not because emotion is evil, but because it clouds judgment. Your fear-based approach comes from a place of pain. That pain could eventually twist your methods into something darker.
Your order also failed to see one of your own fall to darkness until it was too late. Emotional detachment didn't protect you from betrayal or corruption. It just made you blind to warning signs. My pain keeps me focused. It reminds me why I do this every single night. Without that emotional core, I'd just be a rich man playing vigilante. The trauma gives it meaning and purpose.
That's a fair criticism about our failures. We did miss signs we should have seen, but using pain as fuel is different from healing pain. You're running on anger and fear that's decades old. That wound hasn't closed. You've just built your life around it. Every criminal you terrify is you trying to save that child in the alley.
And what's wrong with that if it saves lives? Thousands of people in Gotham are alive because I turn my trauma into protection for others. I'm not healed and I never will be. But I've channeled something destructive into something constructive. Fear keeps me sharp, keeps me from getting comfortable or complacent. The day I stop being afraid is the day I get someone killed through carelessness.
There's wisdom in staying alert and prepared, but constant fear and vigilance take a toll. I see it in your eyes, Bruce. You don't sleep well. You don't trust easily. Every shadow is a potential threat. That's not just tactical awareness, that's trauma response. You've been in fight or flight mode for years. The body and mind can't sustain that forever without breaking down in ways you might not recognize until it's too late.
I have support systems. Alfred, Robin, the Justice League. They keep me grounded when I go too far. I'm not alone in this even if I work alone most nights. Your concern is noted, but I've been doing this for years. I know my limits. Fear is my tool, my choice, my responsibility. If it ever becomes a problem, the people around me will intervene. Until then, I'll keep using what works.
Your support system is good, but they're not objective. Alfred loves you like a son. Robin looks up to you as a mentor. The League respects your effectiveness. None of them will tell you to stop until something terrible happens. I'm saying this as someone outside that circle. Fear is powerful and you wield it well. But even the best tools wear down their user over time. Consider that before the cost becomes too high.
I appreciate the concern, Mace. I do. But I made my choice years ago in that alley. Fear is part of who I am now. I can't separate myself from it without losing what makes me effective. Gotham needs the fear I create more than it needs Bruce Wayne to be mentally healthy. That's the trade I accepted. If using fear eventually breaks me, then at least I'll have saved countless lives first. That's enough.